Welcome back to Wrap Shop Garage. It's been a while, and as some of you have called out in the comments, I haven't had a chance to do much lately. It was such a busy summer, and blink of an eye and it was gone. And we're in the fall here, September, slowed down a little bit, it's manageable, but there have been some changes around the shop. I am currently by myself. I do have Marcus part-time, but the other full-time guy left and moved on. So I'm really being careful with what I'm scheduling, making sure that I'm doing everything that I can handle. And I still have a lot of on-site stuff I have to go do. I have had a few interviews, nobody that I could see working here. So I'm trying a different avenue, and I'm gonna try and limp along the best I can by myself for as long as I can, but absolutely by spring, I have to have somebody else in here. So that's a little bit about what's going on here. For today's video, we have this 2024 Mack Anthem. It is for Amsoil, and I have to wrap it red. So it's a lease truck, so when they turn it back in, gotta go back to gray. So that's why we're wrapping this. It's not one that they own. I have quite a few trailers, trucks, bulk carriers that I have to do for them. And I'm actually not working for Amsoil here out of Milwaukee. I'm working for Turbo Images out of Canada, who contracts me to do some of the stuff in the local area here. They're a huge company up in Canada. They're the ones that send the buses down if you see some of the bus wraps that we've done. So this is a job through them. And I've already got this trailer done. Did that yesterday, and I'm gonna get this done today and into tomorrow. Hopefully it doesn't carry into the weekend, but this should be like a day and a half wrap for me. It's a commercial wrap, which means I don't have to take care of every little detail I would on a personal wrap for somebody. I guess the best way to put it is I can cut some corners here and there. I quoted it out for doing the roof in one piece, which would involve taking the lights off, the horns off, everything that's up there, the visor, and to do that you have to pull the headliner out, which means you have to pull the dash out, and it's pretty involved. And for the price that I quoted, they didn't want to do that, and I said the other option is we can patch it, do seams up there, and nobody sees the roof anyways, so it doesn't matter. So that's what we're doing. So that'll help speed this wrap along a little bit, but it's still a pain in the rear working on the roof and kind of working around all the brackets and lights and what have you. So I'm gonna get going on this thing. Thank you for being here, and as always, if you haven't subscribed, click on the little subscribe button. It really does help with the channel. I am trying to grow this channel the best I can, and I'm gonna try and keep doing videos as much as I can, and yeah, here we go. Thank you. All right, it is the next day. I didn't get anything done on this yesterday. The day just got away from me. So today is gonna be hustling to get as much done on this as I can and get it finished up either this weekend or Monday morning. I think the most difficult thing about doing this is these are printed colors. These are not just a stock 3M color. So I only have what I have to work with. If I mess up a piece, it's not like I can go in and cut another chunk off the roll. And all the pieces are predetermined by the company that I'm wrapping, that I'm working on this for. So I think in my head, that's the toughest thing, is I can't mess up, because it does happen. So, all right, here we go. I'm gonna do some fill-ins on the bumper and here. So this is still 3M IJ 180 CV3 adhesive, but it's way more, how do I want to say this, not as forgiving as like a standard Avery SW900 or 3M 2080 wrap film. But again, this is considered a commercial wrap, so I'm going to be doing things I won't normally do on, let's say, a pickup truck, what have you. So it'll have seams. It's still going to look good, but it's not necessarily going to look like paint. I'll try and come around as many edges as I can. So on the bumper, I'm going to do my fill-in pieces first. That way these edges get concealed by the main wrap that comes around to seal them in so the wind can't grab them. Not as forgiving as a normal wrap pre-printed or from 3M. So you can't always necessarily just push out an air bubble. I'm trying to steer this thing around the corner. Try not to use heat until I need to. Increases the percentage of possibly distorting the color. See a little bit happening right here. So after shooting in 1080 for the last 6 months or whatever, I stopped shooting in 4K because it was eating up memory cards so fast. And I take a lot of footage when I'm doing this. The last video, that's not good. The last video that I processed at 720, and man, I got tore apart in the comments. So I'm back to shooting in 4K. This camera is getting so hot right now. But it should be better video quality. Ironic thing about doing these, so these used to be Benzoil trucks before they became Amsoil. Whatever, don't know how it works, don't know how they switch over from one company to the other, but when these trailers were all gray and had the Benzoil logos on them, I actually did a bunch of these trailers 25 years ago, And it's kind of funny that everything comes around full circle, and I'm redoing them now to Amsoil. Totally different company. When I worked for another company, that's when I did them. As I said earlier in the video, it's been a little crazy on the personal side too lately. Early July. Okay, back up. Over the last 5 years, I completely remodeled our house. Front, back, inside, outside. I'm talking every wall, kitchen, bath, outlet plate, new electric service, everything you can think of down to the last thing. I had to put a new deck on because the deck was 14 years old, time for a new deck. Everything else was done. My wife was always looking at properties, and we stumbled upon a property that we kind of fell in love with, and decided to throw an offer in on the house, and it was just like that, boom. Got an accepted offer on that house, had to get our house ready, put it up for sale, and within, I think it was 3 weeks, our house sold, and we closed on both houses early September, and I've been unpacking ever since. So a lot going on at home, a lot going on here. I'm super busy. Right now I am, let's see, what is it, October 3rd, 4th? I am booked out until the last week of October right now. But again, I'm only booking stuff that I can handle. And it's nice when Marcus is here to kind of help, but that's only 2-3 days a week. So again, they give me one piece to cover the fender and the side of the hood, which comes down, down, over. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna cut the piece out for up here, take the remainder, wrap this part, and then bring this down on top of the seam going this way. So I kind of marked it out, and hopefully my marks are good. Okay, I got the two fenders done, the two sides of the bumper. I'm gonna jump on the hood. They gave it to me in 2 pieces. Hopefully they're long enough to cover, because you have to be able to get all the way to this point here and all the way back to that point. And I'm not sure if these are gonna work. I have to cut and splice. Okay, we have enough panel to cover completely. So, here we go. Okay, got the side tacked up here on the door. I want to see where it's going to fall, what we have for coverage. Again, I'm working with pieces that are supplied to me. The back, they wanted me to do in half, half, and half. I'm doing one solid piece and then going to splice in the 2 corner pieces. It'll just be easier that way to work with less material coming around the corners. And then this will overlap that corner piece. So I'm going to get this piece laid down, sucked into the grooves. This is Mack, so it has the channels back here. Actually, most of the trucks do. And I'm going to leave the little piece more up on the roof. That is the starter for roof patches. I didn't have time to turn the camera on for the other side, but I started this side. The other side, I didn't take the mirror off, and the old school Peterbilts and that we used to do, though they were hardwired in, there was no connector. When I got to this side, I'm like, I gotta see if I can pull this mirror off. So I took the bottom off like I did on the other side, pulled the top off, and sure enough, there's a plug. So I took the mirror off of this side, and it's going a lot smoother. And here we go, we're gonna finish this up. Another project completed here at the Wrap Shop Garage. It was difficult to get it done with everything else on the schedule. I was way behind. I was probably 3 days behind on getting this out, but I had other stuff scheduled that I just couldn't put this in front of. So the roof was a pain in the rear. I didn't bother filming it because I didn't have time, but I had to do it in pieces because of all the lights and the horns and the shark fin and just nothing that I could remove. The budget for this job did not allow to strip everything down. I said it earlier in the video. This side, I left the mirror on. The other side, I took the mirror off, and now I know on these new Macks that you can mirrors. Um, I'm gonna be honest, it's not my best work, but it's not terrible either. It's I had to fit it within the budget of what I'm getting paid to do this, and yeah, I'm gonna have to cut some corners in places, but it's still a good wrap job. It's better than 90% of what people could do out there, but I just had to do it quicker, um, and cut corners. So it is what it is. I can't change it, but it came off nice. It's not top notch. It's not like wrapping a brand new Ferrari. It's a working truck, and yeah. So that's it. Please like, tag, share, subscribe, and I'm really trying to get to 7,000 subscribers. Kind of a goal before the end of the year here. We're really close. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Just click on the little button down below. And as always, thanks for being here, and I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you.